Pure kick-ass wrestling.
Y'all, we're here, we're live. You're watching Buster Unmasked, and you just seen it. Hey, December 28th, Slide and Ride Rodeo Arena, PKAW invades Jackson, Tennessee. Do not miss that show. And look, this Friday night, Dyer, Tennessee, Premier Pro Wrestling, Christmas with Swoggle. Hornswoggle's going to be there. Got the biggest card Premier Pro Wrestling has ever done. It's the biggest show to date. It's Friday night, and you do not want to miss that show. And hey, my guest tonight, he's going to be on that show. But I tell you what, before we even get him out here and get to talking about him, I want to show y'all a little bit of this guy in action so you know what you're looking at and you know who he is. Let's check this footage out.
Seen a lot of shit. Yeah. I seen a lot of shit I shouldn't have, but never forgot it though. Brothers on the corner selling crack like it was not a though. Walk inside my kitchen, baking soda all up on the floor. Police banging on the door, whipping the 44. I was just a youngin', but this type of shit I seen before. Y'all see a white boy, but my daddy a Negro. Half-breed motherfucker with the mic and heat flow. I just wanna spread love, they want me to bleed slow. I just wanna keep the peace and help people. Give some of this money that I'm making to the people. So if you hating on me, goddamn you evil. And just don't understand, cause I'm flyer than Knievel. Been through a lot of shit, but I keep it on the G low. Never bustin' in them streets, but I keep it G though. I ain't in the fairy tales, I'm just me, ho. Only thing I talk about is everything that we know. I heard you got a fucking problem, bitch, I bet I be. Ain't no need of beef, I don't need a piece. I just kill them with kindness, yeah, we leave them deceased. And tell it like it is, and now you gotta compete. Show me what up. Back down, you think it's a game right now, yeah. But it ain't the same right now. My name right now, yeah. Back where I came from now. We gonna live it up, till we bring it back down. They think it's a game right now, but it ain't the same right now. My name right now, back where I came from now. We gonna live it up till we bring it back down. I hope you live a long life hating and watch every Grammy just to see who they nominating. So successful they probably say I signed.
All right, y'all, this one here, I have been looking forward since the day we booked this show. Look, there's a few words that comes to mind when I think about my guest tonight. First one, talented. Super talented guy in the wrestling ring. Second one, entertaining as hell. Dude, this guy will entertain the hell out of you. Third one, unorthodox. He's absolutely out of left field. Everything he does, man, he's unorthodox as hell. And the last one, obviously sloppy. Tonight, Buster Unmasked is going to get sloppy. Look, this guy, the ladies call him the sloppy poppy, but he is sloppy, Slade, Sludge. Slade, What's up,
Oh,
my
we
brother?
live. We live. Yeah, I was
We
just
live,
jamming out
dude.
to the video, man.
Yeah, man, I love that, dude. Dude, I've been waiting on this one since the day we booked this show, man.
Okay, vice versa, same thing. Ditto, ditto.
Man, look, we just seen the footage, man. You're a talented dude in the wrestling ring, man. Really
Yeah,
talented, man.
I'm not gonna deny that. You telling nothing but the truth right now.
I didn't figure you would, man. Look,
Uh-oh. Hey,
you know,
I'm easy to please. You know, you tell me what I want to hear. We'll get along.
there you go, man. That's the way you need to be. Look, man, just like all other podcasts, before we really get into anything, man, won't you tell us how you got into wrestling, where you was trained at, all that good stuff, man.
All right. My dad, you know, I didn't really have a lot. He wasn't around too often, but the fond memories I have of him are professional wrestling. And so that's my association. So I kind of just grew a love out of that, trying to form some bond. My family, we own a farm in Arkansas. And one day we had a flat tire, went to go change it. Pulled up to the tire store, and behind it they got a red barn, and there were guys going in with knee pads, and hell, I thought it was a volleyball team, you know. So I was about to. I'm good at wrestling. I'm a beast at volleyball though, Buster.
There you go, man.
I mean, gold medals. So shout out Team USA. You need someone for your volleyball squad? Holler at your boy. But no, they were wrestling, so I just walked in and shit. I ain't walked out in 12 years, you know.
Hey, dude, that's how it is, man. You get in this business, if you ever get in it, man, you can't hardly ever get out of it, dude.
That's true.
It's hard, man. It pulls you in. Truthfully, it's like the best drug you'll ever do, and it'll treat you like shit if you don't watch it either, man.
Now, careful with that, because I've been to Mexico, so you know.
Oh, there you go, man. I hope you didn't drink the
Hey.
water, man.
Hey, what you do across the border stays across the border, Buster.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Nobody knows, man. Long as
Nobody
it don't make it back
knows.
to the US.
I mean, they might, depending if you ask the right questions tonight. They could find out.
There you go. We got a couple of comments. I'm not even going to try to say this name. Hi. She says hi, or he says hi. Appreciate y'all watching. Me and Sloppy Slade here. This is one I've been waiting on. Look, Eric J. What's going on, guys? Slade is definitely one of my favorites. Dude, you've quickly become one of my favorites, too. I'll be honest with you, man. Your in-ring work it's excellent, man. I'll be honest with you. The one thing I like about you more than anything is you tell a story. You tell a story with your work, and you tell a story with your words too. That's something else I've noticed about you. I love your promos and your interviews, man. I love the in-depth you go into these things, the thoughts you put into them.
That's probably my favorite part of it. Like, don't get me wrong, the moves, doing the athletic things, that's sweet, dude. You know, I ain't gonna shit on anyone for doing their thing. But to me, you know, you want your money's worth. You want to leave talking about that match. You want a story. You want something you can go home and ponder on, think about, you know.
Right.
Leave you hanging, cliffhangers. Like that's what it's about. It's about that emotion. And that's what I try to do. So,
dude,
you know,
very few. I think that's a lost art now. I don't think people understand that when you're wrestling and you're a wrestler, or when you book wrestling, if I'm booking a wrestling show, you know, I try to book emotions more than talent. Like if I see a talent and I think I can create a certain emotion, evoke a certain emotion out of the audience with that talent, man, wrestling's all about emotion. That's the essence of pro wrestling, is evoking emotion out of your audience. When you can do that, man, that's when you can really connect with people and take it to a whole different level. You're not just out there doing moves. These people are invested in who you are and the stories you're telling, dude, and you're good at that, man.
Yeah. What was it? Moves get a reaction, stories get emotion. I guess that's the best way to put it. There you go.
That's right. You can get a pop out of damn near anything, but when you can get people to cry or laugh or cuss you out, dude, that's when you're getting real emotions out of people. That's what pro wrestling really is. It's human
You're right.
theater. It's human theater at its best, man.
No, don't get me wrong. Now, any of these young bucks out there, that don't get it twisted. I'll go flip for flip, hole to hole with the best of them. But I'm still going to tell a story in the process. That's what makes me unique. That's what makes me me, I think.
It's true, man. That's what makes you unique, because I think that's lost on so many guys. I don't care. Look, this is pro wrestling. You can damn near do anything you want to, as long as you can make it make sense to the fans. As long as you use some logic, and I don't care how far-fetched it is, as long as you can put it together and use some logic where the fans can buy into it and understand it. I mean, it's like a blank canvas. You can paint any picture you want in a pro wrestling ring, man.
That's right.
Well, look, man, tell us about some of the different places you've worked at.
Oh man, so
I know you're well traveled. So tell us about some of these places, man.
I got a pretty big backpack. Not to brag, but let's see. So I started in the South, ventured up north. I've been all the way to Arizona, to North Carolina, up to New Hampshire, down in Monterrey, Mexico. So that was a big thing for me. I took my 6 months when I started, stayed in my little area, and then, I just felt like, okay, I learned all I can learn. Let's go to level up.
Hey, that's what you got to do.
Every weekend, yeah. You just that's one thing I wish a lot of people would do more. And I'm not saying you have to do it to the degree I did it, because I put myself in some pretty shitty situations just trying to, focusing on the,
Right.
everybody's sleeping. Everybody got the stories of sleeping in the car and,
right,
basically living at area rest stop, state to state. But man, you just got to throw yourself in the fire. If you feel comfortable where you're at, then you are in the wrong spot. You need to go be uncomfortable.
You're right, 100%. But I don't think people understand the I don't even know how to explain it. The misery and pain and just the hardships as a young pro wrestler trying to make it in this business, and the positions, like you said, that you put yourself in just to go get to wrestle somewhere else, get more experience, wrestle different guys, get your name out there. Dude, rest stops, sleeping in cars, 7 or 8 guys trying to stay in one motel room, man.
And like you said, it's like the ultimate drug. When the highs are highs, you're performing in front of a sold out crowd. They're biting on everything you're doing. You got them on every pin. They're holding their breath. You get to the back, everyone's like, man, that was badass. The promoter's like, man, here's the dates. Boom, 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 boom. And then you got the times when, man, the house is low, or you blew a radiator on the road to the show, so now you're losing money no matter what you do. It's just the ultimate roller coaster, man. So.
All right. I don't think people realize how hard it is until you make it. If you get lucky and make it, man, some guys, they've suffered through it and it paid off huge for them.
Absolutely.
Other guys, we've suffered through it and, it paid off a little bit here and there, but never to the big giant scale that you really want it to. Look, dude. Yeah. All right, take us back to the barn. Take us back to the barn and take us your first. You thought it was volleyball, but when you went in and checked it out, you realized it was wrestling. Tell us about that, man.
All right, so I put it like this: the barn, it's called OCW, Out of Control Wrestling.
I got you.
So I called this where I was introduced to wrestling. They had a ring, they had ropes, I had guys who were willing to get in there and throw me around. Bada bing, bada boom. Right. But like you said, after a while, I wanted more than that. There was a guy come in there, Dirty Little Dave. And
Dirty Little Dave around here is a legend, dude.
Legend. And he just kind of was like, it's time for you to move on. Go spread your wings, baby bird. And so that's what I did. He put me in touch with Sarge O'Reilly in Tennessee. Right. That's how that started. From Sarge O'Reilly, I had some buddies who were working up north at a show called IWA Mid-South with Ian Rotten. And, right. You're going to think there's always a story about Ian, but for the sake of this, it was a place to work. You know, I was young Doug kid. I was stuck on the names that came in there, so that's what I did.
Right, man.
And,
People don't. I mean, obviously, the horror stories of Ian's one thing. IWA Mid-South itself, man, there was a lot of top talent come in there. A lot of guys that cut their teeth there, and kind of that's where they kind of got noticed at. CM Punk got noticed there. You know, I think him and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio there too.
Right, man. So I mean, look, take Ian for what it is, but it was if you're a pro wrestler and you're trying to make it and you want to be in the know right then, at one time IWA Mid-South was the place to be.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. If you're a part of that locker room, you know, there was Ian Rutten and then there was IWA Mid-South. You know, yeah, they couldn't exist without each other, but you know, the boys in the back, we rode the storm out, you know, thick and thin. That's that brotherhood, you know. Ian may be a piece of shit, but the fans, the show, the matches that we put on, that was us.
Right. So. Right. No, they had some awesome. They put on some awesome shows, dude.
Oh yeah, you know.
Good place to experience at.
As much as, you know, I'm not going to defend the man, but you know, he never personally did anything wrong with me. I mean, I got opportunities because him. He's the man who put me in the ring with Vader. He put me in there with Shark Boy, Nate Webb. Had guys like Billy Gunn when he got released, Michael Elgin, Sammy Callahan. You know, I got to learn from all those guys. You know, I got to compete in a TPI, which with guys like Chris Hero and Timothy Thatcher and Jonathan Gresham and guys I had no business being in the same ring with. But so I took what I got from it, you know, picked the Leafs up as they fell. But
hey, man, I'll be honest with you.
That's all you can do. Sometimes make the best.
Look, dude, in the pro wrestling business, some guys, they can handle the fire. Some guys, they thrive when you throw them right in the mix with guys like that they think that you think, man, I don't even know if I should be in here with these guys. But when you get in there and you figure out you should, man, that carries your confidence to a whole new level, dude.
Yeah. I don't care what anyone says until you've been in there with someone that you put on a pedestal, you know, you put them on a certain level. Like you really always question, like, how good am I? And you got to get in there and get outworked, outdone, and then just realize, like, okay, you know, I'm here. I need to be here. That's how you do it.
Well, look, tell us about Vader a little bit, man. You got to get in the ring with Vader, man. That's something I would have loved to do. Look, when I was young and just starting out, they called me Little Vaders. A lot of people did. Red hair.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Dude, I would have loved that opportunity. Tell us about getting in there with Big Vader, man.
So, all right. So all the young cats out there, what do we call them? Greenhorns. All them peep this, because you hear this all the time. But I'm a living testimony to this shit. I was not booked on this show at all, Buster. Okay? Not booked at all. I mean, I'm talking, I was green. I've maybe been in this area 1 or 2 shows. So I had no business being on there. I showed up 9 hours. I drove 9 hours to go help set up for this show. When I got there, the guy who was supposed to wrestle Vader just didn't show up. And so they were going to put him in there with this band that did, they play like wrestling-oriented music. They're called Vader Bombs. So everybody was like, oh, that makes sense. And Vader flat out said, if you put them in the ring with me, I'm going to beat the shit out of them. Because they ain't trained.
Right.
So I really think it just came down to, like, I was green. Vader could beat the shit out of me. So they were like, feed him to the wolves. And I went out there, did my job, made Vader look like $1 million. We got to the back. Put me over to everyone. Locker room promote. I mean, I always say this, Vader made my career so easy when I was up north. because no one wanted shit to do with me until he gave me that stamp and put me over on Twitter. And that for Vader, he's very old school. So any social media shit from him was just like, so that to this day, I am so grateful for that match. I took a couple bruises, busted lip, didn't complain, thanked him. But I mean, he made my life easier from that point on.
Yeah, see, the dude who probably didn't show up was probably scared he was going to have to go against Vader if he knew he wasn't going to show up, but you were there, not booked, but you were willing to do it. And that's how young guys don't understand that. And a lot of times when you're just starting, you got to just show up at these shows.
Yeah, you just got to do it.
Got to be there, man.
There were people who wanted nothing to do with me. I would show up before the owner even got there to open the building for that show that night. Hey, what do you need? Is there anything I do? To the point where he was like, God damn, you're annoying. Just, okay. Hey, man, for real, like, you gotta do what you don't want to do. And you gotta, no one's going to promote you more than you. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And if I want to be on your show that bad, you not think I'm going to give you 110% if I did 110% to get on the show? Like, it's opportunities, man.
Yeah, man. And here's the thing: you went out there, you took that ass whooping, you made Vader look good, and in the
hey now, when you say ass whooping, don't think Vader didn't. I put him on his ass too. Let's just not. It wasn't just a one-sided thing. Okay.
Sludge.
All right, now, God dang it, you put Vader over here. Is the show about me?
It's about you, man. It's always about you.
Right. I just want to make sure the train didn't go off the tracks, Buster.
Look, man, anytime Sloppy Slade Sludge is around, it's about you. I done figured that out.
Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was just making sure. That's it.
What I was getting at, though, you went in there, you had a good match with Vader. Vader liked you, give you the rub, and then boom, bookings start coming, right?
That's how it did it.
There you go. That's a lesson that a lot of young guys need to learn. Hey, you ain't a fucking star. When you just start out, you ain't a fucking star. You go in there, do what the promoter needs you to do. If you got to take that Vader ass whooping, that's what you do.
You just take it, yeah.
Worked out for you. Proof positive, man. You go out in the wrestling business. You do what they need you to do. You do your job. You do it well. Opportunity comes.
Boom. Money on the spot. I mean, that's just how it's done.
Well, look, man.
Any person who had an open seat in their carload, boom, I was snatching that.
Right. That's how you got to do, man. You got to get to these shows. Well, look, dude. Me and you were talking a little bit before we went on air, and I told you, I said, man, I do not know how I missed you. I was just turned on to you when you started working at Premier Pro Wrestling out of Dyer, Tennessee, man. And dude, man, like I told you, I said, I do not know how I hadn't heard of you before that, man. As talented as you are, tell me this. Now I know you got some issues with the Rogers and Premier Pro, but how did you get booked at Premier Pro? How did that come about, man?
Excuse me. So before I went up north, like I said, I worked the South area, and when I was working, when Dave put me in touch with Sarge O'Reilly, I worked there, and I kind of just branched out from the Dyersburg area, and the area around here is kind of a small wrestling community in the sense, like, if I name a wrestler, you're probably going to know who they are. And that's just how it was, word of mouth. I got to TIWF, started working at TIWF, and I really don't know how I got booked at Premier, because I'm going to be honest with you, Buster. This stuff with me and the Rogers and Payne and even Baby, this started way before Premier, because I just didn't like Payne. I just didn't. No, I mean, he's just an arrogant little prick. I mean, ain't much changed, you know.
There you go.
And then hell, when you meet his dad, you know the apple didn't fall from the tree,
right.
You know. And so, who was it? Autumn Marie was supposed to wrestle Nix, and she got COVID. She got sick. And they needed someone to wrestle Autumn, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Buster. There ain't no male or female when it comes to me. You're a wrestler, so I'll put you on your ass regardless. Okay, you be standing up or sitting down, I'll still put you on your ass. It does not matter to me. Ain't no gun shy here. So
I seen that, dude. I've seen footage of you with the ladies. I actually seen you live with the ladies, and man, you don't cut them any slack whatsoever.
I don't. And you know what? You know what really bursts my bubble? You know what really keeps me up at night? Hell, Buster. Some of them ladies are tougher than 90% of the guys I've been in the ring with.
Hey,
and they sure as hell don't cry as much. Right. They sure as hell don't cry as much.
Hey, Autumn Marie, one of the most talented, not just females around, one of the most talented wrestlers around our area. Around the Mid-South area. She's talented, dude. $1 Million Baby, the same thing. She's talented, and you've had some issues with Baby.
Yeah, well, Baby's talented. She just ain't too bright. You know what I mean? God's gonna give you one, and that's the one she got. She got talent, not brains.
There you go. She got the looks, but not the brains, huh?
Right.
You know, I got them on tomorrow night, man. I hope they're watching now, listening to you, dude.
I'm sure they are, because as much as they like to just pretend like I'm just annoying, I just ain't nothing, I'm beneath them, I live rent free in all their heads.
Yeah, man. Look, a couple months ago, me and my wife and my little daughter was at one of the shows, and you actually wrestled T-Pain. And man, y'all had a hell of a match, went all over the building. But there was one spot in it. One spot where you went to charge T-Pain to give you a backdrop into a garbage can.
Yeah.
Okay, now look, here's a rumor that I heard, man, and you can tell me whether it's true or not. I heard that when you went in that garbage can.
Hey, now before you finish this sentence, I want you to understand we were having a good conversation. Everything was flowing nice.
Dude.
So you dance with the devil on this one, my friend. Go ahead.
Look, brother, I got to ask the questions,
man. I know you do. That's your job. That's your job.
Look, man, there's a rumor going around that when you went head first into that garbage can, you went face first into a dirty baby diaper. Is there any truth? Is there any truth to that, man?
All right. First off, you ain't even got to tell me where you heard it, because I know Anthony Rogers. I know you out there watching. I know you spread some shit like that. When I came out, did you see any diaper on my head?
I didn't, man.
All right. I didn't smell no sort of way. I did nothing. Okay. Now, to an untrained eye, it probably looked like I was going in that trash can. Okay. But I've been doing this 11 years. I got ninja type reflexes. All right. You ain't gonna pull that day one shit on me. So in midair, I dodged that diaper, dodged that apple, and landed. Yeah, I hurt, but shit, I was clean.
But you landed in the garbage can.
Now,
dude, look, I was there, man. I was like 4 feet from y'all, man.
And you let it happen too. Now that I think about it too, God damn, that's messed up. So I know who not to bring to rob a bank with me. You just gonna stand there and let them take me away.
Look, man, you can tell by my size, I don't do no running. Now, if you need a getaway driver, I'm your guy, man. I pedal to the metal, but I ain't running down the highway because the cops gonna catch me, man. Look, let's get back on track. Let's get back to the Rogers. Look, Stephanie's on here. She says, I agree, you do too, sir. And then she come back with some emoji faces. I don't even know what this shit means because I'm an old ass dude. So if you know what that means.
I don't know what that means. You want me to look, I said it before, and mark this. I'll give her credit. Talented. But hell, there's a reason she's using emojis. It's because she ain't got no brains. You gotta have brains. You gotta know what the hell you're doing. It's just easier to press a button. They teach like chimpanzees and monkeys how to do that shit. Press the triangle, press the square. That's her learning level. Okay.
Look, dude, you don't have no issues with turning up the heat. I learned that about you right off the bat.
Look, Buster, there ain't no turning up the heat. There ain't no good guys and bad guys. There's just people who don't tell the truth and people who tell the truth. And if people want to be sensitive, that's fine. They can be sensitive. But that don't mean I got to be sensitive towards you. I'm doing them a favor telling them the truth. She may think she's smart. Go on Jeopardy and get embarrassed. I'm saving her from that shit. You know? Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay away from Jeopardy, Stephanie.
You think she would you think she would pull a Becky Lynch on Jeopardy?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Look. Man. Yeah. Well.
All right, baby. You hear him, man. Y'all gonna be at the show together Friday. Dude, look, man, you got a lot of animosity towards the Rogers and Premier Pro. And
got a lot of animosity for, and it's not just them. There's a few others. There's a few others out there.
Tell us, man. Tell us who you don't like.
You want me to go down? Okay, first off, this is my boy, Justin Klein. Without a doubt, the best manager in the area, bar none. It ain't for a dispute. I ain't telling nothing but facts. You stop me when I'm lying, okay? You stop me when I'm lying, Buster. Justin Klein. They're holding him down. Just like me, the Rogers got something against him, okay? What do? Brandon Savage. Amazing talent. Amazing talent. Should be your junior heavyweight champion. I ain't got no horse in that fight. I'm just telling it how it is. Stop me when I'm lying, Buster. Should be. But technicality from the Rogers. You know, he ain't. I have animosity towards that. Because that's talented people working hard, doing the right thing day in, day out, getting held down by the man.
Held down by the man.
Held down by the man. Jason Genesis. Without a doubt, currently, the best champion Premier Pro has on its roster. But you don't hear about him like that. He does all the right things. How long has he held that championship, Buster?
He's going on probably about 9 or 10 months, maybe even
longer, close to a year.
He's definitely the longest reigning Premier Pro champion in history.
You're right. You know what that means? He's legit. He's a star. Treat him like one. Marco Harris. This is where a lot of animosity builds up, okay? Because guys like Brandon Savage, guys like Justin Klein, guys like Jason Genesis, they should be talked about more. Whenever you mention Premier Pro, those three guys should be the first words out of your mouth, but it's not. Instead, we hear about the junior heavyweight champion all the time, Marco Harris. Don't get me wrong, a freak athlete.
Right.
Okay? Hey, stop me when I'm lying. One day we'll be watching that kid on TV. Ain't no doubt in my mind.
I'm with you.
But you ain't going to be watching him on TV tomorrow. Yeah, EPW, good job. But I'm talking one day that kid will sign a contract. And that kid, you'll be watching him either on Wednesdays, Mondays, or Fridays.
Right.
That's just how it is. But right now, it ain't Marco Harris's time. It's Jason Genesis. It's Justin Klein. Big whoop-de-doo. And that's my plan. Next year, I'm really going to be a nuisance. Next year, I'm really going to be a thorn. And it ain't going to just be me on this podcast talking about my animosities. I'm going to express them. You want a story, Buster? I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to give you a story so damn good, Stephen King himself is going to pick up that damn phone and call me and say, we need you, boy. I'm going to sell tickets everywhere. And next year, when you talk about Premier Pro, you'll talk about Justin Klein, you'll talk about Jason Genesis, and you'll talk about Sloppy Slade Sludge. And everyone else will be an afterthought. There you go. You want my animosities? That's how it is. The disrespect. Tiger boy, you gonna bring Hornswoggle in? That's a spit in the face, dude. Spit in the face.
Man,
Jason
Hornswoggle's
Genesis?
been there, dude. He's been to the big show, man.
Wrestling Zay Washington? Zay Washington? Can that kid wrestle without getting hurt and being gone for a year?
He's
Let's
a
just call it what
talented guy,
it is.
man. Zay's
Yeah,
a
when
talented
he's
guy, too.
healthy. When he's healthy. You know what I mean? Tell me one man who can wrestle on crutches.
There you go.
You know what I'm
There you
talking
go.
about? But dang.
Hey, I'll stop you when you tell
Yeah, man. You got me god dang hot. It god dang burning up in here now. No, I done flipped the damn hat. Next question, Buster.
Well, look, man, since you fired up, I got you right where I want you. You got a big match coming up this Friday night, Dyer, Tennessee, Premier Pro Wrestling at the Dyer Fire Department. You're taking on a guy named Cole Radrick. And look, before you even say anything about this guy, because I know you got a lot to say about him, I've got a little highlight video of this dude. I want everybody to check out, you to check out, and then we'll get your thoughts on this big match coming up Friday night. That cool with you?
Yep. Spin the reel.
Cole Radrick. Hey, hold on, dude. Cole Radrick, man, another well-traveled, highly experienced guy, Ring of Honor, GCW. You're facing him Friday night, Premier Pro Wrestling. If I'm not mistaken, is it a Falls Count Anywhere match?
It is a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Give us your thoughts on Cole Radrick in this big match you got, man.
All right, first, I'm going to touch on that subject, Falls Count Anywhere. All right. One thing I've made crystal clear in my promos, and I really want everyone to pay attention to, is how good I really am. And I don't just say it because, like, oh, I want to hear myself talk. It's because there's not a time I get in that ring and I don't prove it. But for 11 years, and I will die on this cliff, 11 years, I have been the most undervalued, underutilized, and most underappreciated talent on any roster. Okay? Now, I know Cole. Cole and I have a past. I told you when I started IWA,
Right.
Cole was a little fanboy in the crowd.
Ah.
And so when I left IWA, Cole Radrick came in, and Cole Radrick was the new golden boy. He took my spot because I didn't want, not because he took it from me, first off, because I didn't want it anymore. Okay? Now, I seen the video, and the one thing I noticed about Cole, he's a jack of all trades.
Right.
His wrestling looked good. I mean, he looked entertaining as hell. I saw some glass. I saw a couple tables. He looked like a hard-hitting fellow. So I ain't going to take nothing away. There's a reason he travels the world. There's a reason he goes to these top places and competes. And there's a reason that he is gaining the buzz he has right now. But Cole knows this. But he's coming in this match to prove some shit to me. I'm Big Daddy. I was a sloppy poppy before Cole had a hair on his nuts. So that we're just going to be honest about it. Okay? So he can go all these places. That's fine and Danny. At the end of the day, there's only one sloppy poppy. And he ain't ever been in the trenches with sloppy. So.
Look, Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie
McMahon. I told you. I'm so damn good, Buster.
Look, man.
You have balls on here. Woo, Stephanie, how are you? Tell Hunter I said hey.
There you go, man. You might can break up that marriage, dude.
Hey,
right
you know what? Man. I'll really be the sloppy poppy then.
Hey, you might can Kevin Federline that bitch,
man.
You right. But look, Stephanie says the Ratty Daddy versus the Sloppy Poppy this Friday night, man. Give us your prediction. Now, I know you think in your head, I know you're going to win this match, but give us a little details. How are you going to win this match, dude?
All right, Buster, you dead right. You dead right. I'm going to win this match. But don't look. It ain't going to be easy. All right. It ain't like I'm overlooking Cole. It ain't like I'm so cocky. It's just there's two types of wrestlers. There's the ones who talk the talk, and there's the ones who walk the walk.
There you go.
And at the end of the day, I got blisters on my feet for a reason, baby. Now, Cole's one of those guys, too. Cole is one of those guys, slept in the car, did what it had to take. He's a dog. He is a dog. So for everyone watching, trust me, this match, it isn't going to be the match of the night, okay? It's going to be the fight of the century. This place is going to go anywhere, everywhere. I'm going to put Cole through whatever I can, and he's going to do the same thing to me. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when the smoke clears, when the fire's put out, it's going to be me with my hand raised.
Well, look,
I'm just the sloppiest player in the game for a reason.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about that, man.
No doubt about it
whatsoever. But look, you did say something, man. The one thing I noticed about both of you guys, you said he was a kind of a jack of all trades, but you're kind of the same way, dude. I've seen you go pretty much. You can wrestle, you can fly, and you can fight, and you don't mind getting dirty. You don't mind breaking tables. You don't mind barbed wire. You don't mind going into garbage cans with shitty diapers if you have to, if that's what it takes to win the matches.
Hey, it's all about, at the end of the day, I want my hand raised. I'm going to send you home with something to talk about, but you're going to be talking about the fact I won the match. And hey, man, Cole's cut from the same cloth. Like I said, I was a generation of IWA. He was that next one. At the end of the day, we're going to pattern after those who influenced us.
Right. So
I know he's tough as hell. This is going to be something like people have not seen before. I promise you. It doesn't. And this Buster, this could very well turn into a 60-minute bloodbath. Because I know Cole's willing to go that far. And at the end of the day, Cole knows I'm going to go that far.
Well, look, man, is your plan kind of to use this match? If you beat Cole Radrick, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, is it kind of your idea to maybe that springboard you in? Like I said, he's in GCW. He's in Ring of Honor. Are you looking to maybe use him as a springboard to launch you up to that level?
Okay. Let me put it to you like this, because I like that. You right, springboard, but I'm catapulting, baby.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? Ain't no springboard. We going all the way to the top. Blake Christian came in. He is another guy that works at what? GCW.
Right.
Who did he wrestle? Marco Harris.
Right.
Who won that match?
Blake Christian won the match, but
You
they had
got
Marco put up a
that's
hell
great.
of a fight, dude.
Hey man, that's great. You know, you can talk about whoever, two teams in the Super Bowl and how good the game was, but at the end of the day, only one's getting the trophy.
And there you go. You said a
There you go.
mouthful.
It was Blake Christian.
Right. You're right.
So GCW's got a dub on us. That's how I took that. I take that shit personal now. Radrick's coming in. He's another GCW guy. Now, once again, whether the Rogers like it or not, I'm going to put this company on my back, and I'm going to do what needs to be done, and I'm going to get Premier a dub in the column. I'm going to do what the junior heavyweight champion couldn't do, the golden boy, the prodigy, the big talented guy, the draw of the match, whatever the hell you want to call him. I'm going to do what he couldn't do, and I'm going to put a dub in our column. And once I do that, I'm going to put a dub in my column against Marco Harris. Because if I look at it, how I look at it, I beat someone like Cole Radrick, I'm number one contender. I'm number one. So,
and from your perspective, this match is it's not really just a Cole Radrick versus Sloppy Slade Sludge. It's Premier Pro versus GCW also. And by that logic, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So in a sense, you're going to be fighting for Premier Pro, which kind of aligns you with the Rogers somewhat.
You know, sometimes you got to lay with the snakes. You just got to leave your eyes open.
That's why they call you Sloppy Slade.
That's why, like I said, this ain't my first time around the block. This ain't my first rodeo. If I got to throw some breadcrumbs the Rogers way to get my way, whatever. I can play that game. But it's even deeper than that, Buster. It's more the fact that I'm beyond tired. I'm sick and tired of being overlooked. I'm sick and tired of everyone talking about everyone else. Call me selfish. Call me arrogant. Maybe a little egotistical. I'll take them all at this point. And maybe I'm taking this match with Cole a little too personal. Maybe the kid didn't do shit but have a dream and want to wrestle and travel. But I have a dream and wrestle and want to travel. Right. I don't do this shit because I think it's just fun. I do it because I'm really good at it.
Hey, here's the thing, man. When the wrestling business, when two dreams meet in the middle of the ring, somebody's dream has to fall, man.
Yeah. It ain't at the end of the day. It's personal, but it's not personal because of Cole. It's just personal because I need what Cole has.
I'm with you, dude. That's what this business is about. Look, too many people sit around and wait for opportunity. In the wrestling business, you go out and you take what you want. That's how you get ahead in this business. You go out and you go after what your goal is. Whatever you set as the immediate goal, you go out and you do everything you can to achieve that goal.
And oh, this is eating at me. This Rogers thing, I let that shit go, Buster. I had bigger and better things to do. Like I said, we met at TIWF. I let it go, went on and did my thing. They are the ones who dwelled on this. I came and helped them when they were shorthanded. And I don't know if you remember this, but yeah, Autumn Marie, yeah, she's talented. She's great. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. And $1 Million Baby came out in my match. And she put her nose in my business. I didn't have shit to do with the Rogers.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that they started this drama. If that's how they feel, they got to get their name out there. They got to push themselves. That drama, they got to piggyback off my reputation. That's fine. That's all it is. It ain't the first time someone's done it. Probably won't be the last time, Buster.
Well, look, man, we got about 5 minutes left, a little less. Look, dude, you're a talented guy. Like I said, super talented in the ring. But one thing you are super talented at also is interviews and promos. You got Cole Radrick, this Friday night, Falls Count Anywhere. Cut me your best sloppy Slade Sludge promo on Cole Radrick. Tell Cole Radrick why he shouldn't even show up to this fucking match.
Okay. Look, Cole, if this message reaches you, I want you to ignore that last part. I'm not going to tell you why I don't want you to show up, because generally that would break my heart. You would be taken away from me, for something that I want, something that I've worked for. Okay? You and I both travel. We're cut from the same cloth. You know, the people we look up to, it's the same. And I know you know where I'm coming from. It ain't personal, because you're going to have to do this at one point, kid. But it's a cutthroat business. I ain't getting any younger, and time ain't on my side. And you've been making a name for yourself. And Cole, I am so proud of you, dude. For real, I am so proud of you. But I'm going to have to take what you've done. I'm going to have to take all your work. I'm going to have to make it mine. I'm going to have to take your foundation. I'm going to have to break it. And I'm going to have to build myself on it. Okay? And you're going to have to start all over. And if you want to give up, if you want to quit on this stream, that's fine, Cole. It's no shame in it, dude. Not a shame at all. But this ain't back in the day. Ian Rotten, he ain't there no more. It ain't IWA. And when you get in that locker room, there ain't none of your fucking friends in there, buddy.
Ooh.
And when you get in the ring, it's just going to be you and I. Just like old times. Just like I used to kick your ass around the ring back then. This time, they're not going to limit me to a ring. And you, my friend, you have volunteered to be my message. You have volunteered to be the chip I cash in to make a name for myself. So I just want to thank you for that. And Friday, I wish you the safest of fucking travels, just so you can make it there. See you Friday, Cole.
Cole Radrick. You heard it right there. Sloppy Slade Sludge, saying it like it is. Look, man.
Guys, stop me when I'm lying.
Exactly, man. You said a mouthful tonight. Dude, this has been one of my favorite shows so far. No shit, no lie.
Yeah, me too, man.
I've been looking forward to this ever since we booked it. You're hellaciously entertaining. You're talented as hell. And, man, dude, like I said, I've enjoyed this. You're fun, man.
Thank you. Same. I appreciate you having me.
Dude, we'll get you back sometime.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You know.
Look, man, you got a lot of history, a lot of picks and stuff. We'll get you back somewhere down the road, man, and we'll delve into your life and delve into your career a little deeper, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for giving me your time, dude. I appreciate it. And I'm going to wish you the best of luck this Friday night at Premier Pro Wrestling in Dyer, Tennessee, my man.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. I appreciate you having me. You know what I mean? Appreciate you having me, Buster. Always a joy, always a pleasure. Definitely can't wait to do it again. Maybe we'll have some more entertaining shit to talk about besides the Rogers, you know.
Oh, dude, you're always entertaining. It was my pleasure, dude. Thank you so much. And, dude, you have a great night.
You too. Peace.
Peace. All right, guys, you heard it right there. Sloppy Slade Sludge, Friday night, Premier Pro Wrestling, Dyer, Tennessee, at the Dyer Fire Department, facing Cole Radrick. Falls Count Anywhere. Going to be a hell of a show. The whole show is packed. It's the biggest show they've had. Look, guys, do not miss that show. Look, next week, we got 3 shows in a row. We got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday, we got 30 minutes or less with the brand new MIW Cruiserweight Champion, Cody Bryan. Tuesday, we got the chosen one, Zay Washington. Sloppy Slade Sludge, missed him in the show. Really cool. Wednesday, we got Tommy Too Good, APW, MCW, Osceola, Arkansas. Going to be 3 great shows, all starting at 7 o'clock. And look, tomorrow night, Thursday, 10 p.m., Genesis TV Network, the debut episode of Buster Unmasked happens tomorrow night, Genesis TV, 10 p.m., every Thursday night from that point on. Do not miss it. Guys, I appreciate everybody who watched, and y'all have a happy holiday.